So here's the container with alcohol inside, where those eggs are. I've put them in there, and it's been stiff. It's been settling, you know. So the university checked that out, but all that I could read was bacteria. There are so many different kinds of bacteria in there that they cannot say what they are, you know. Actually, I asked for micro eggs, also eggs in crust, but somehow they just wrote bacteria, you know. So I wrote them. I wrote this doctor, and I also wrote this professor who's working with me, or vice versa. But to that, I never got a specific comment, you know. So that is sad, you know. Like if they can't explain it to you, they, you know, this is. I don't like this kind of work. Either you can tell or cannot. This is the underside of it. These are some fresh crusts with eggs in it. These are fresh crusts. So that seems to be like pus, you know, pus, pus. And just now I've been sitting there watching TV, and then suddenly started to itch again on the left side ear, between the face, the side, and the ear, you know. And then I started to dive my finger into it. So, and the itches, you know, like eventually when you get there and you destroy that specific part, then it's such a nice relief, you know. And then you just, that's, while doing that, in a moment you kind of are at rest, you know, because wow, finally it's been destroyed, you know. But then, so this is now what I've been just pulling out, or yes, it's almost dried again, goes pretty fast. Since I was standing here and talking so much, this the time it will eventually dry out. What's this? More there in here again. So this doesn't look to me like bacteria, you know? This looks more like an egg. But we all know how they look like, right? Where's this other one here? Some disinfectant. This is not going to close because this is smelling bad. Where is this? And at the same time, what do I get here? What is this? More Galansky. Just grab the tweezer, and now I'm going to, like someone wrote in the on YouTube, or a comment, that this is condensation. That this condensation is this hot air breath against it. Of course it is, but I'm trying to say that these guys are moving. You know, if it is just blowing air against it, then they move differently. Like, watch now. So erratically, you know. And this one even moves also, but with most of them, they just, you know, move, just you just saw, you know. But when you use hot air, then they really wind themselves, you know, like they don't seem to like that. This is too hot for them, and so on, you know. And here comes this hot air now. They would normally wind themselves. Oh, I can feel something. It's running down my face. This something oozing down. Oh yes, it's coming down now. Come on, change the thing. Oh yes, it's coming down. It's coming down. What is this? Blood? Cool, huh? Look at this. Actually, I wasn't doing so much, but I guess even a little is enough, you know. Now we need some gauzy. Oh, it's just a little bit something coming down here, because by looking down, you know, you keep your head down and it starts running down. But I was really cool, you know. I was using, I didn't even finish this job now here, using this finger here, and then just, you know, going in. Like, you have to imagine that behind this ear, you know, there are like muscles and so on, there are like hills and so on, and these hills just yeah, this is, looks like this now. What is this? Did I just see something, or is this a reflection? Reflection. This looks like little blood or something. Is this blood? Well, I think it is a little bit blood. That's why it's all wet behind there. And yes, and just like here, these muscles here, you know, you could say like this is a muscle and something is behind it, you know. So you just, you know, you scratch it against that hill, you know. It's like like a backhoe. What's it called? This thing that you want to dig out a hole in your garden for a swimming pool. You know, you come with this thing and then drop it. You know, this is the way, this motion, you're going piece, meter for meter for meter, or feet for feet for foot, foot for foot for foot, going closer and closer. That's how I do it, you know. And this itches finally goes away, and you just rest for a moment, like, wow, this is great, you know. But then you slowly keep on going again, and you know where to go next, you know, and you just destroy, because you're squishing those eggs. I still know that these guys are eggs. Somehow they don't want to tell me that, you know, that institution. They just wrote down it's bacteria in such a large quantity that they cannot say that it is, like, what it is, you know, like there could be hundreds of them or something like that. But maybe these are, what they're actually saying is, they could be saying that these are eggs, right? Micro eggs, maybe even smaller than fly eggs, you know, I don't know. Because like I said many times, I've seen sometimes round eggs, you know, in these clusters of this gooey stuff. Then there were some oval eggs, then some longer eggs, you know, you've seen it yourself, right? So, you know, so this is, just stopped oozing around. Yeah, it's getting a crust there again. It's stucky, it's getting stucky, yeah. And the hair is getting like, it's like a wire, you know, like wiring here. This stuff is like wiring, like a copper wire, you know. It's pretty tough. It scratches and so on, you know. Like when I put the glasses on, you know, you go on it, it's sometimes almost doesn't go on the glasses, because there's so much of this in the way. Maybe I got some eggs here. Just scratched it out because I did a good job in there. I wonder if you could see this now. Because I say, if you can see this, I'll show it to you like that, for instance, and then I look at the camera, because, look at the camera with how it's standing, so I can somehow direct it into the right position, hopefully. So right behind it here, can you see this? Yeah, right behind this, there should be a lot of crust here, and some liquid stuck to it. And this is where I've been digging up, and everything gets stucky, so really gooey, dewy, chewy, Louis. And maybe, yeah, how about this one here? Will this help you somehow? Let's see. Maybe it'll help, maybe not. Stay. So now I'll do it again. This feels kind of strange, now, because this dries so quickly, and at the doctor's office, there are many doctors there. This one said that this is like pus, P-U-S, that's coming out. I don't know if this is pus. This is weird. There's some dried stuff, dried pus maybe. I'm scratching it off somehow and getting it on my fingernail. No, it felt like it was, but no. This is hair. This is just hair. Can you see this? This is just hair that is stuck to it, like glued to it. And I'm loosening it, and I think it is like pus crust, but it's not. Here's some lot of moisture still up here. Yeah, I can feel the heat radiating there, And I was going literally like inch by inch, gonna make you love. And then, since I didn't sleep at all last night, so I was standing here on the what's it called, on my Zoom telescope microscope, and I got something called in German called Sekundenschlaf, meaning for a second I just fell asleep, and then I tilting forward, I almost crashed into the microscope. This is like driving for too many hours, and then suddenly you for a second you fall asleep, and then you wake up where? Between trees. Okay.